All right, everybody, welcome to today's training. My name is Evan with Scholarly Marketing. Today's class is going to be on website customizations. To get started, we are going to get started. I'm going to our agent.kw.com, which is going to take us to our command login page. Once you are at your command login page, you will be entering your KW username and password. I do want to go ahead and advise you that your KW username is not case sensitive. However, your password is. So be sure you're using any capitalization or punctuation correctly. Also, please make sure you are not adding any spaces before or after your password, as this will not allow you to access your command account either. All right, once you have your information entered, you go ahead and click sign in, and that'll take you to your command dashboard. All right, before we actually dive straight into our command agent websites, we're going to want to make sure that our marketing profile details with our our marketing profile details are up to date. I'm going to show you where you can locate this information. In case you are unaware, the new KW agent websites, all the information that pulls off the website, such as your name, your license number, your bio, phone number, email address, things like that, all of that information, it now pulls directly from your marketing profile. So before, with the old version of the agent websites, you would have to go into the actual website and manually update this information on each page. Now all the information will pull from your marketing profile. So we just need to make sure that we have all the information up to date, all the information is correct, and I'll make sure we go over all the different areas with you. So from our homepage of command, we're going to go up to the top right of the page, and we're going to give our click on our names, and then we are going to go down to the settings. Now, from the settings, you're going to see over here on the left-hand side, there's going to be some setting options. We're going to click on Connect Settings, and then we're going to go ahead and click on Marketing Profile. This is, again, your marketing profile, where all of this information that you do see here, all of this information is the information that pulls onto your KW Agent website and your consumer app. So first, I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you right over here to the right-hand side. You'll see that there is this little toggle switch. This information is what allows your information to be pulled over to the websites and things like that. If you do not want your information shown on your website, if you want it to just be the super generic kw.com website, you can just click this little toggle switch off, and then it should update that fairly quickly. Keep in mind all the information that you update on your marketing profile, it does not automatically update over. It does take some time. It can take about an hour or two. If you reach out to KW support, they're going to tell you it takes about up to 24 hours, but we generally see it update within an hour or two. All right, so to get started, the first thing that we're going to see here is we're going to see your photo, your headshot. This is where your headshot will go. Now, keep in mind that you will see this little red asterisk next to some of these sections as we go along. This red asterisk indicates that it is a required field. So there has to be something that's added to these required fields. The headshot does need to be a perfect square in order for it to show normal. If you use different dimensions, you'll either be like super tall and skinny or short and stout, kind of like a funhouse mirror. So we want to make sure that it is recommended 360 by 360, or any other perfect square size will do as well. If you have any issues resizing a photo, or you would just simply like for us to go ahead and handle it for you, you can send it to us at support@scholarlymarketing.com along with your KW username and password, and we would be more than happy to get this added for you. Now, right below that, you're going to see your team logo. Whether you're on a team or not, we highly recommend making sure that you do have something added here. For the reason being, whenever you send smart plans, campaigns, things like that, in the bottom, there is a footer that has your headshot photo and some information, and then it's going to have a little space for your team photo. If you do not have any image that is added here, that little photo JPEG will be showing kind of as a broken image, and it just kind of looks tacky. So to avoid that, just adding something here will kind of correct that. So whether it's a personal logo, like if you have a business logo, a team logo, your market center logo, whatever works best for you, whatever you like the style of, you can make sure it gets added here. And keep in mind that is going to run the same dimensional size as the headshot. So again, a perfect square. Scrolling down, we do have the My Details section. This is going to be the information that's about you. So the only thing that is required here is a first and a last name. You can have your license number if you are on a team, or if you're not on a team, you're an individual agent and you have a team name, like a personal name for your company, you can add that under the team section here. Moving along, we have the professional job titles, slogan, and designation and credentials can all be added to this little section. Below that, we do have affiliations. So if you were in the military of any sorts, you are able to add your military affiliation. If you were in a military outside of the United States, there is options for those as well under the active duty, and this box is going to appear, and you can just scroll and see there's different Albania, Aruba, so it does alphabetical order as well, so you can just search to find what you were looking for. Now, if you were not a part of the military, but you are just a big supporter, and you love showing off that you're a huge supporter, feel free to go ahead and add the supporter patriot option down below here. Now, underneath that, we do have our bio. Again, this bio is going to be a required field. If you do not have a professional bio created or ready and you don't want to add it yet, that's perfectly fine. We do suggest adding just a period because, again, this is a required field, so something does need to be added here. So you can just put a little period in this box, and that will allow you to save at the end. Moving on, we do have some contact information next. Mobile phone, office phone, fax number, our email address, and our website URL, which you will be able to see where you can find this URL in just a little bit. If you are using a purchased domain URL that forwards to your KW website, you can also add that in here as well. Moving along, we do have our Market Center brokerage information. This is where you can add your Market Center DBA logo, or any other Market Center logo that you have, or generic KW logo, that's up to you. One place that you are able to find your Market Center DBA logos is you can click on this connect option. And this is going to take you into KW Connect. From KW Connect, you can just scroll down until you see this Market Center logos option. And then you just enter your Market Center name or number here. So if you type in the Market Center number, it's going to show you the Market Center name, and it's going to have the download or preview options here. When you click download, it's going to download a zip file, and it's going to have a bunch of different style DBA logos for this Market Center. So there's some black and white, white and gray, red, color, no color, the transparent background, some are not transparent back. So there's a lot of different DBA logos you can get with this download. So if you ever want to just use them for marketing as well, this is how you can access those also. All right, so the recommended size for this is going to be a perfect square also. So again, if you're having having issues cropping this image, again, feel free to reach out to us. Linda, I see you raised your hand. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and we will answer them as they come. We will be more than happy to assist you. You can just reach out to us again, support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we can get that updated for you. And then over here to the right, we do have some Market Center information, such as the name, phone number, things like that. So the screen with Market Center logos. Okay, so from the marketing profile, again, we're going to click on this little link that says KW Connect here. And this is going to take you to your kwconnect.com, which you can also just go to KW Connect by itself. If you were to go to KW Connect by itself, make sure you log in, and you can just go to resources, go to marketing, and then you're going to do logos and branding. And then again, you're just going to scroll down to see Market Center logos, and enter your Market Center number or name right here. So you can do the long way by going straight to KW Connect, or if you just go to your marketing profile, you can just click on the link straight from here. Okay, so moving along, below the Market Center brokerage information, we have our compliance section. So under the compliance section, we do have a section for legal footer. This compliance section mostly has to deal with certain market centers that have compliance restrictions per their state or their board, things like that. This is a big thing with Texas, and there's another state too, I forget what it was, like IABS forms, things like that. This is where all that information is going to be added. Keep in mind, if we do your onboarding, most of the time we already have this information, and we will already have this information added for you. So if anything needs to be updated, you can reach out to us, or this is where you would come to have that updated. So if you need to add any legal footer links, you can click add another link. You can enter the link title and then the link URL here. You can add another link once this information has been provided, or you can click the trash can over to the right and delete it. Now below the legal footer images is this little tiny upload window for an image. I do not suggest really adding anything to here. The only thing that you could, if you wanted to, I would say is like the realtor logo or like the fair housing logo, something like that, because when you add something here, it is going to show super tiny on your website. It is like a quarter of an inch big. It's not very big at all. So if you wanted to add the realtor logo or like the fair housing, you could do so here, but I would not advise adding like a headshot or anything that nobody would be able to see it. Next, we have our social media section. So on your website, under your where your headshot is, there's going to be the little clickable Facebook, Instagram, these little logos. So these are the links you can add that when they click on it, it'll take them to your social media accounts. And then below that, we have Google Analytics ID. So there's two places where your Google Analytics tracking ID will need to be added. So this is going to be one of them. And then there is going to be another place when we go back into the actual website section, there's going to be another place that those get added as well. If you do not know about Google Analytics ID, there is this little learn more option here. But basically what Google Analytics ID is you can set it up using your KW email account. And it's just going to track any activity on your website. So we can go ahead and connect it to your KW agent website. You can see how much activity comes and goes, how many people are clicking and moving about on your website. And that's basically what Google Analytics is. If this is something that you are interested in setting up, we will set it up for you, and we will even get it all connected. There is a link on our website. Let me go ahead and I'll get it for you. I'll put it in the chat in just 1 second. That way you can fill it out, we can get it set up, and then you'll be able to kind of track your website. All right, so I just put the link in the chat for everybody. So again, if you'd like to get your Google Analytics set up, there is the questionnaire to fill out. it'll allow us to access your accounts to go ahead and get that connected and set up for you. All right. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and jump over to our website. So we're going to want to go to our consumer tab to get to our website, which is going to be this last little icon on the bottom left. If you're still getting used to command familiarizing yourself with the app, sorry, the icons, there is also this little red KW square at the top you can click on, and it does kind of have this little pop out options for you, which will kind of give you all the names of them as well, which is just a pro tip just to kind of help you remember where everything is. All right, so again, we went to our consumer icon. It's gonna be the last one here on the left. So once we get to the consumer tab, this is going to be where we can, this is where we can find all of our backend website stuff. So on this first little page here, if you are seeing this big bluish green manage my website bar, then that means you are currently utilizing the new KW Agent websites. You are good to go. You should be able to follow along without a problem. If you do not see this, then most likely your website has not been upgraded to the new KW Agent websites and you're still using the previous version. And unfortunately, you most likely will get lost trying to follow along today. So I recommend if you are using, if you are current, I'm sorry, if you are currently using the previous version of the KW Agent website, I suggest go ahead and send us an email, support@scottleroymarketing.com, and let our support representatives know, and ask them for assistance with making sure that you get it updated. They'll provide you any information, or they'll go ahead and be able to get you up website upgraded. And then later on at the end of the class, I'll show you where you can find today's recording or a previous recording of this class so you can go ahead and follow on the rest of the way. Okay, so for the very first section here, we have my website settings. The first thing you see is subdomain. Right over here in this box, this is going to be the URL that you enter to go to your website. So as you can see, there is no www dot. KW Agent websites no longer support that www dot, as a lot of new websites aren't either. So if you do include the www dot, it's going to show that the page cannot be found, and you're going to think there's a problem with your website. So it is now just whatever you see here, followed by the .kw.com. If you'd like to make any changes to your website URL, you can do so straight from this box here. Just click, highlight, and just type in what you were wanting to update it to. And make sure you go ahead and click Save Changes here. Now keep in mind this website, your subdomain here, your URL, make sure that if you're updating this, update it on your marketing profile as well, so that way people can see it, even though they're already on your website. You just want to make sure it reflects and shows everywhere correctly. Below that, we have your app URL settings. This URL cannot be changed. It is not editable. We do not have any special abilities to do so either. So the only thing you can do is click this copy button. We do also suggest one thing that you can do is create a QR code using this app link. So that way people can go ahead and scan it with their phone and download the app straight on their phone. So if you send any marketing emails, things like that, you can send that QR code as well. Just makes it a lot easier for your clients. One thing, if you are wanting to know how to create a QR code, it is super easy. The easiest, what I use is I just go to qrcode-monkey.com, and I'll show you how easy it can be. A lot of people think creating a QR code is super hard. It's not. So qrcode-monkey.com, and then you're just going to click copy, and you're going to highlight this box here, and then you're going to right click and click paste. You're going to go ahead and click create QR code, and then you're just going to click on download, and it's going to say that it's being processed, generated, You just got to give it a couple seconds, and then you should see a little pop-up that lets you know that it's been done. So now it's already been saved to your computer. You can use that QR code on your marketing, any emails, flyers, things like that. People can just scan that QR code straight from their phone, and it'll allow them to download your app. So your app is branded to you as well. So keep in mind when they do download the app, it's not going to show your information right away. What happens is they have to go in, and when they create their account, and then at the bottom, there's a little icon on the bottom right with like a little human head, like a little outline. When they click on that, that is where they will see all of your information. So if they don't see it on their homepage, it doesn't mean it's not branded to you. They just have to go over to that page. Moving on, we have our preferences. So we have our display Keller home loans on my app and site, Keller covered on your app and site, or your neighborhoods on my agent site. So these are, if you want to disable or enable them, you do have the option to do so straight from here. And then the last little section here, we have forced registration. This allows you just to control the number of properties that anybody can view when they go to your website. So without having to create a sign-in. So if you selected the 2 properties, I can only go to your website, view 2 properties before it provides a pop-up telling me I need to register an account in order to view any more properties. Once they do register an account, they will now you will now have their information saved in your command database. It will come over as a lead, so you will get a little notification in your bell, and it will also show up under the lead section in your contacts. And there will also be a little unique symbol showing that that is a lead, and then there's another symbol that shows that they registered an account. So you'll be able to do cool things with them, such as save searches and things like that. All right, so once you make sure everything that you've done is to your liking, just again, make sure you are clicking save changes on each of the sections as you go through. All right, so for anybody that may have just joined us recently, we are currently going over the website customization. This recording will be available to you by the end of the day on our YouTube channel. Or you can reach out to us, support@scottlorrymarketing.com, and we can send you one of our previous recordings. Again, I will be showing at the end of the class where to find that YouTube page and things like that, so where you can find these previous recordings. And if you have any questions, comments, or you can just drop them in the chat. I'll try to get to them as we go along, or by the end. I will definitely get to it. All right, so we're going to go ahead now that we have went over these little settings down here. We're going to go ahead and click on Edit My Website. All right, so once we get into our website dashboard, we're going to have our website pages listed down here. These are the default pages that automatically come with every new KW agent website. So we're going to go over all of these in our website overview class. So today's class, we're just going to be going over customizing your website with adding a few additional pages. So the pages that we are going to add today is going to be the mortgage calculator page, a local school search page, the home evaluation tool, the why work with KW, and then I'm also going to be showing you the new one that they recently added is the property landing page as well. So we're going to go ahead and jump in with the mortgage calculator page. KW has already built that into the website dashboard. So all you have to do is go in and manually add that to your website. If you wish to show that on your website, you will see that right here in the center, there is this quick start option box. So here we have the option to add the blog, add custom page, landing page, the property landing page, the mortgage calculator, and the why work with KW. So this template mortgage calculator this is how we can add our mortgage calculator page to our website. So we're going to go ahead and give this a click. And once that loads, we do have the option to make a couple adjustments here if we would like to. So if you would like to have a page header, you can see here page header. It does also give the option to I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. So the page header is automatically going to pull as none, but you can do as page heading. You can also do, it's going to pull, when you do the page heading, it's going to pull over the mortgage calculator part again. This, you can edit the way this is worded. You can change what it says. You can also add a background image by clicking background image here. When you click background image, it's going to give a drop down. Oh, there it goes. Those websites have been a little finicky lately, so whenever it takes for a while to load, it kind of makes me worry whether or not it's working. So when you click on the background image, that's just going to provide the background image for the header section. Again, this is completely optional. If you wanted the image, you don't have to have it. But we're going to go ahead and put this back to none. So down below here, we do also have the mortgage calculator page. There it goes. I don't know why this wasn't loading. So the mortgage calculator page, we don't really want to mess with that because that is what pulls this. And then below that, we have the contact me page. This is going to be what provides the contact me information right below it here. So once we have everything, whether we wanted to update the page title or the header, once everything has been completed, we're just going to go ahead and click on publish. You're going to see that you do have this green saved bar right here at the top. You have the return to dashboard option, and you have your little preview window over here. So we're going to go ahead and click on return to dashboard. Now, as you can see, when you come down here, you're going to see under custom pages, we have the mortgage calculator. Everybody good so far? Anybody have any issues with the first page? Perfect. So also too, if you wanted, at any point, you are also able to see that you can just go straight to your website and you can just kind of look and see what you have added. So when you go to more options, you're going to see the mortgage calculator. The leave a review is automatically on here. You don't see it on the back end down there, but it is going to automatically be on here. So when you click on mortgage calculator, you'll see the mortgage calculator information, and you'll see the contact Kate today. So now that we have added our mortgage calculator to our website, the next page that we will take a look at adding is going to be our local school search page. So we're going to go ahead and grab that widget from a public school review.com, which is, I will go ahead and, oh, I'm sorry. I'm seeing a couple of things coming in now. Let me see. The website has language options. The website does not have language options to change the language on there. Where can I change my profile? As in what do you mean change your profile? Like your profile photo, things like that? For testimonial, any of your reviews need to be added manually. So what you can do is you can just go to your website and you can add them that way. Or if you're able to download your Google reviews, and you have them like on a sheet, You can send those over to us with your KW username and password, and we'll add them for you. Profile information. So that's going to be from your marketing profile that we went over at the beginning. I'll show you where you can find the previous recording, get the recording later on, so you can go back on and look over that part. I can't get back to the page you're on. So, so Rachel, you should be, so you're saying you're on this page. Did you click publish? So if you click publish and you did see that, and then that you see this green bar, or you're saying fix the errors. I'm not sure what errors you would be seeing, but to be honest, like I said, the most when you click on this, the only thing that you should really have to do once you click on this page is click publish. And then once you click publish, it's going to give you this green box that says done, saved, and then you just click return to dashboard. You can also click on this Keller Williams logo up here, and this will always take you back to your dashboard as well. So yes, and it's saying fix errors and try again. So if it's saying fix errors, there should be a section that has red somewhere else that you will need to fix that section. Or Rachel, if you want to come back to that, just go ahead and click on the KW logo. Come back to we'll circle back to that at the end of class. You can give me your logins if you'd like. I'll go over it with you. We'll see what needs to be done. All right. So for the next section we're going to be going to is the local school search. I'm going to drop this link. Let me make sure it works real quick. All right. So I'm going to be dropping this link in the Zoom chat. This is going to be where you can find the widget that we're going to be using. So for this, what we're going, hang on. So again, I just dropped this link to find this in the chat box. So you can bookmark it if you'd like, whatever you need to do so you can reference that. Or if you're going to add this while you are doing class, we can jump into that link now. So you may get a little pop-up that's going to ask you if you agree to the privacy thing. So just make sure you click agree. So we're going to go down on this page. We're going to go down all the way to the bottom until we see the school data widget. So this is the widget that we're going to be adding, but we are going to edit it just a tiny little bit. So first, we're going to go ahead and customize the size. So it's a little bit bigger. So we're going to go ahead and change. I'm sorry, we're going to go ahead and adjust the size. So this is going to be 800 by 800. You're going to also go ahead and add the location that you are wanting the school search to be. Where does mortgage calculator appear on my site? I published it and see nothing. It should be under the more drop down. If you'd like to drop your website, the link to your website, I can take a look for you. So you renamed it this. So now when you click on more, that's what you see. which I mean, up to you, it's your website, but you might want to rename it just so they can, so when your clients, they know what they're looking for, but up to you. All right, so here you can search by address, the city, the state, or zip. So I'm based out of Atlanta, so we're just gonna do Atlanta. Let's just do the zip. All right, so you can see that when you enter the zip code, it should pull up the general area that you were looking for. If you were wanting to do a, you can do city and state. So like if I wanted to do Atlanta, comma, Georgia, you can do that as well. There also, you can see up here at the top, there is the map. There is also a list version, the list, and then there's also going to be search. All of these three things will be, it's going to add it just like as you see it here onto the website, which you'll see in just a bit. Can I post the link again for the schools? Sure. There you go. All right, so another thing you can change too is you can change the color. So I mean, as you can see, it literally only changes this little tiny box around the outside, but again, some people like that change. So Hector, I'm getting to that. Thank you. So down below, we have our widget code here. We are going to completely copy this. We're going to click on right click and click copy. And then now that we have generated the code, we are going to go ahead and go back to our dashboard, our website. And then we are going to go over to, I'm sorry, because we're creating our own widget code, so we're going to create a custom page. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to go ahead and click the page title. We're going to go ahead and give this a title, put in local school search. You'll see as I type, it's going to add over here. And it is also going to name it internally. So what you see on your end as well is going to match. Page header. And then we can also do the background image as well. All right, and then we are going to next we're going to go ahead and go down here to the page contents, click on add module. So for this, we are going to have our widget. So again, we have this code. We're gonna have our the add module. So we're gonna want to go all the way to the bottom, and we are going to choose the HTML embed option. So once you click the HTML embed option, you should see that this little box kind of appears. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And then we are going to go ahead and click on create new. Internal name, again, we can just put local school search. And then the raw HTML code is going to be that code that we copied and pasted from the website. Now, as you can see that it is not quite center to the page, so it is showing that it's off to the left a little bit over here. So what we can do is all the way at the very, very beginning of that code, we're going to go ahead and put the little arrow. So as you can see, it's the arrow tool, the arrow's pointing left, and we're going to type in center, and then we're going to do the arrow pointing to the right. Now you can see that this has gone ahead and centered this to the page for us. Everybody good? So again, now that it's here, we are going to go ahead and just click on publish. So it's going to say, okay, it's published, so we're good. We're going to go ahead and click on the back arrow. And as you can see, now this is not showing anything here. So we're going to click on this again. And there it goes. So now the new local school search that we just created is going to be here. We can give that a click. And now we see that it has been added to the page in our preview window here. So then we're also going to want to just make sure that we do add module. And then we're going to scroll down and we're going to click on form. This is going to add I'm sorry, then we're going to do the click on the box again and click on the contact me. This is going to add the contact me form below, just so they have that information as well on that page. So if they have any questions on this, when they're looking, if they're doing anything, they have the option to reach out to you right here, right below it. So once you see everything like this, you like it, it's set up the way it's supposed to, we can just go and click publish. And now you see that it was saved. And then we can go ahead and click on return to dashboard. All right, I'm just kind of holding back, going a little slow in case anybody has any questions. So feel free to drop them in the chat if you do. I mean, just at the end, I will allow you guys to unmute if you have any questions, so we can. I know it's a little easier than typing it out, but. All right, so now that we're back at our dashboard, the other two pages that we're going to add is going to be the home evaluation tool and the why work with KW. So our home valuation tool, I want to see question come in. Where do we add the link? So from the custom page, am I going too fast or is anybody else missing this when I go over it originally? When we go to the link, after you added your page title, you can find it on our website. We don't mail it out to everybody. It's just a lot of people to mail them out to and keep track of. Again, at the end of class, I will show you where you can find the recording. It's super easy. So from here, again, we're going to click add module. You're just going to come down to the HTML embed. You're going to click on the box. You're going to click create new. You're going to put the name here, and then you're going to paste the link right here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and click on the custom page again. And the first thing that we're going to do the first thing we're going to do with this page again is going to be to give the page a title. Again, you can name this however you like, however your own verbiage is, but we're going to just go and put what's my home worth. Again, the page header, you can add it, remove it. That is completely up to you. You can add background image if you'd like. You can stick to a certain theme. You can not have one. Completely your choice. All right, so we're going to go back down to the modules and click Add Module. And we're going to scroll all the way down, and then under our links, we're going to find the home valuation search component. And that is going to bring up a value tool so that your clients can come in here and enter the home address. And it will give them some information, and it will also give them a contact form to reach out to you for more information. So that's going to be a great way to capture those leads from your website. And just like the school page, I'm going to go ahead and go back down to the add module. I'm going to go ahead and click on form. And then I'm going to click the drop down again, and I'm going to click on the contact me. So this is going to give them, again, the contact me form right underneath that. All right, then we're going to go ahead and again click on publish. Now you can see that it's saved. We're going to go ahead and click return to dashboard. Now we're going to go ahead and do, there's going to be, again, the last two is the why work with KW and the property landing page. We're going to go ahead and do the why work with KW template. So once you click on this, and for the most part is completely all filled out. You don't really need to do anything. You see that has the page title, Why Work with Keller Williams. You can see up here. You can still add the background image, but all the information should be completely filled out to where all you really need to do is click on publish. And then we're going to go and click on return to dashboard. And then for our final page, this is going to be a page that you use for your property listings. So this is going to be just like the old way of doing it, where you just create a landing page for your property that you can send your clients, things like that. This is going to be specific to the property. So this isn't going to be a page that is going to be constant on your with your website. So when you click on the property landing page, you're going to see under here the feature listings. You can search by address or MLS. So if you have a listing, let's see if I can find anything using that. Let's see what that looks like real quick. Let's see if we can find it differently. I'm trying to find one to show you guys like the photo, because it does have like the listing photos that come across as well. Does anybody possibly have one they would like to, like a MLS number or listing property? Oh, there we go. It just might take a minute. There we go. So we can use that. Perfect. All right. So the page title again, we can use the property's address if you'd like. What's this one? 1000. I can't type this, sorry. All right, so you can do 1000 Glastonbury Lane, number 1000. You have your featured image video. You can use custom image or you can use the default listing image. So this is what it's going to look like when you use the default listing image. It's going to take the first image from that listing and it's going to show it back here in the background. Again, you can also change that using the custom image or custom video. Keep in mind, using any custom videos, the videos and things do have to be hosted by like YouTube or another video hosting platform. But you can use custom images as well. If you wanted to use something other than just that default listing photo, you can also just use, like, if you have the other photos from the listing downloaded on your computer and you want to use a different one versus that very first one, you can do so also. Like, say you wanted to use this one. All right, so scrolling down, we're going to have the contents of the listing page. So like for this one, we have the property landing, the core details. So we give that a click. Property title. So 1000 Glastonbury Lane. Now all this information is going to be the information that is showing in this square right here. So do we want to hide the title? If we want to hide the title, that is going to pull the property title that we just entered. That is going to take that away. You can hide the category, you can hide the price. So you don't have to show all this information if you don't want to. So if you don't want to show the price point, you don't show the baths, any of that information. Next, we're going to have the agent information, which is going to be this little square right here. That information is, as you can see, when you do the drop down, that information that you can't update that. You can't change that. Again, this information here is going to pull from your marketing profile. The property landing, I'm sorry, the image carousel. Again, these images are going to pull over from the MLS. So any information and stuff that's going to pull from over there. But you can see, scroll through all the images. The property landing page, the map view section. And then I'm sorry, this is the map view. You are able to hide the boundary lines. So it just kind of has this little pinpoint mark here. Then there is the contact me form. And then you are able to also add another module. So one thing that you are able to do is you are able to add a virtual tour. If you have like a video virtual tour you want to add, again, that video does need to be added to like YouTube first, and then you take that YouTube link and add it here. And then you just click on here and you add your link. Now, all of these are able to be readjusted. So if, say, you added a virtual tour, you are able to click this and say you want it right above or right below the MLS images, you're able to do so. But because there's nothing there, it's not showing anything. But this is where it would be showing right here. Now, so once you have everything adjusted, everything's kind of the way you like it. Over here on the right-hand side are going to be your URLs. So you can put, so like again, 1000 Glastonbury Lane. We're going to go and click publish. Oh, virtual tour, sorry. I didn't remove that. So now that we have the URL, you're going to see that this is going to be the URL that we just created. So you can like right click on here, say open link a new tab, and this is going to take you to the landing page. Again, you have the photo that you selected, you have the property information, your information, which you can also expand in details. This is going to show your bio. They can scroll through these images, contact you. And again, any of the other information you may have added, like the virtual tour would show on here. Now keep in mind, because this is a landing page, this is not going to show on your actual website. This is kind of like a one-off from your website. You can see your website URL here is going to be the .kw.com/ and then what we added for the URL over here. So if we didn't want that 1000, we could have added it off. If we didn't want to, if we wanted to just be Glastonbury Lane, we could have done that. But you can create the URL to say however you'd like. I see we have a question. Can you copy and paste the URL to social media? You can. Another thing that you're able to do also is just like when I was saying, showed earlier with your app URL, you can certainly take this URL here, copy and paste it into that QR code monkey and create a QR code for it as well. So people can just go straight to it, scan it with their phones. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording real quick, and then we're gonna do some questions and I'll show you guys a couple other things.